Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Hi, this is Herman with Crown of Thorns Catechetical Resources, and today I want to offer you a reflection on these words. Jesus begins this famous sentence with the word seek. It's significant that he doesn't say don't seek or avoid. There is a sense of yes that is present, a sense of giving, a sense of wanting, a sense of life. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will be added to you. It doesn't say don't want the things of the world, don't want sinful things. It doesn't say don't want this, don't want that. It says want something, seek something. The root of who we are as created beings is to need, to want, to seek. We are empty. We want to be filled. We're hungry. We need to eat. This is essential to who we are. And sometimes I think that I've made the mistake in my own spiritual life of always making my life about what I don't want to do, what I want to avoid. Then our life becomes a life of no. Our spiritual life becomes one of clamping down. It becomes an exhausting exercise in trying not to sin, rather than trying to please God. Imagine, if you will, if you don't recognize this in yourself already, just waking up in the morning and saying, okay, having to try to fight different thoughts and thoughts away, try to keep yourself from falling into any number of temptations, any number of thoughts that are of anger or lust or any type of things that come against us in our inner lives. Imagine all these different things coming at us, trying to battle them away, trying to restrain the whole of the person. This is a mistake I think I've made a lot, and it's something that I want to share with you, because I think that this is something that is critical for allowing us to live an effective, positive spiritual life. And it comes down to that word, seek. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. Don't try not to sin. Try to please God. Of course, there may be ways to resist sins and times when we might have to do that in some ways. But I want us to wonder together in our experience whether it's just better to redirect our minds, to redirect our hearts, to not waste the time saying no, but to spend the time saying yes to something better. There is this very strong precedent also with just certain authors who have had this type of a reflection about things that point us toward this need for a positive type of desire for God. There's a famous Protestant pastor, John Piper, who wrote a book called Desiring God. And he maintains, which is an accurate Catholic insight, and he mentions there's a Catholic author that is partially one of the inspirations for this. If you watched a lot of different talks, you will find there is a Catholic precedent for this. There is a need, when we are dealing with temptation, to desire something else. We can't just say no. We can't cut off who we are. We can't remove desire. We must do what Jesus says, and we must seek first the kingdom of heaven. Seek the things of God. So maybe instead of, how can you practice this practically? Well, when some type of a temptation comes against you, well, just go somewhere else. If you don't try to say, oh, I don't want to, maybe, for me personally, it doesn't really work too well to say, oh, I don't want to think about this or that, or we maybe just have to go somewhere else with our minds. So next time you have a temptation or something that is disturbing to you spiritually, go to a positive thing. Start praising God. Start thinking about how good God is. Don't even think about the situation, maybe. Just, boom, go somewhere else with the mind. Seek first God. and all else will be added to you. If we spend our days trying to love God in every situation, whether we're tempted or not, if our priority in those situations was to actually love God and praise God and thank God and hope in God and faith, hope, and love and all these things, wouldn't that take care of our sin? I want you to worry, to kind of ruminate on that, not worry about it, but to kind of, I want you to ruminate on that and wonder about that and try to see if that's the real answer to what is needed in our spiritual lives. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this today. Again, this is Warren Herman with Crown of Thorns Catechetical Resources, and I hope that this encourages you to say yes to God instead of just saying no to sin. Thank you. Bye-bye.